Now we'll take a look at some training sequences, mixing in strikes, guard passes, and some positional transitions, and even some submissions. In this sequence, we'll start underneath, actually mounted by the dummy. I'll have to use my hips to escape to get to a position where I can go on offense.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Wilk, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, professional mixed martial artist, and master trainer for the United States Army and the Modern Army Combatives program. I was unhappy with the current dummy market and functionality, so I decided to invent my own, and that's when I came up with the BJJ-9000 Jiu-Jitsu Accelerator. As we'll see today, I have many more positions that are offered in the current dummy market, as well as some sequences for training that I think you guys will enjoy.
First, we'll start with the guard position. As you can see, our patent pending leg enclosure allows me to work from inside the guard, which is a first for the dummy market. This also has correct angles that make it realistic for me punching at the head when I'm in the guard, or standing when it chambers the head of the opponent, and now we're able to use our downward punches. Next, we'll take a look at the half guard. Some of our patent pending angles and technology also allows for the dummy to roll to its hip and elbow. That's going to give a realistic position in the half guard where the dummy's actually facing me. That'll force me to flatten out the dummy if I want to pass its guard, and also gives me the correct striking angles if I'm sitting in the half guard. Moving on, we'll take a look at side control. Couple options here. We have a traditional kind of belly down side control where I can put my weight on the dummy, or I'm able to sit out underneath the arm to a scarf hold or a kesagatami position, which is pretty hard to train unless you have a training partner, but now we can train it with the BJJ-9000. Mount position is pretty self-explanatory. I'm able to straddle the hips, sit right on top. Because of the elevated head, this now makes a more realistic situation. The head wouldn't be laying on the ground of your opponent from mount when you're throwing your strikes unless the fight was already over. So we've made it a realistic, accurate situation to where you can punch the head from the mount and work all the different positional transitions. Here we see the front headlock position that's good for control. I'm also able to rep out a lot of my front headlock chokes, like Darce chokes, anaconda chokes, and guillotine chokes. As you can see, that leaves us with the turtle position. Here I can be off to the side where I'm working for my control, mixing in my strikes, and I'm also able to ride the back, work for chokes, and just work on my general control from the rear mount position. Now we'll take a look at some training sequences, mixing in strikes, guard passes, and some positional transitions, and even some submissions. In this sequence, we'll start underneath, actually mounted by the dummy. I'll have to use my hips to escape to get to a position where I can go on offense. As you can see with the BJJ-9000, we can cover many positions and transitions that are not available with any of the current dummies. It's also very durable and strong. We built it to last. And that's what makes our dummy different from the rest.